Morning everyone, it's Saturday the 5th of April and we're here for round one of the UKC at Whilton Mill. Today we have, or the plan for today is 2 practices this morning, 9:20 and 10:30. Then we have time qualifying at 11:26. I am really anxious today, it's such a huge grid up here. So I think there's about 68, 69 karts involved, some massive grids. Some really strong competition, some fierce drivers out there with huge amounts of experience. So we're never expecting Zach to be in the top group. We're definitely expecting the lower group. And I've absolutely no idea how he's going to do today. He just doesn't seem fazed by any of this. It's just me who's always fazed and anxious and churning stomach. But
Day 2, Saturday, first practice run. See how we get on. And it's bloody cold.
To be fair, as much as we moan about the stress, the mayhem and the madness, secretly deep down it's infectious and you can't help but keep coming back for more. Oh, say hi. Hi. Hi Bella. Hi. So he's out, he's on about 7 laps now. He was holding about 17, then he dropped down to 30 seconds, then he jumped back up, now he's gone back down to 30, yo-yoing up and down the list on Alpha timing. So he's currently doing a 48.22, we'll go pull him in, see if there's any changes we can make to try and improve it a little bit. He's come out first. He's got people sitting on his arse. We've changed a few settings this time round, so again, just seeing how he's getting on. He's being overtaken by everyone at the moment. He still needs to just, find his feet and get used to things. But he's going to have to hurry up because we've got time qualifying, literally next session round. Frustratingly, Zach's now come straight in. He's only been out for 1 lap. This was our last practice session before time qualifying. We changed his gearing and some other bits. We wanted to see how we got on with this practice session, but we're not going to get that test, unfortunately. I don't know whether we can get him in and get him back. I don't think we'll get him back out in time, but let's go and find out what on earth the problem is. Why on earth have you come in?
It's spluttering.
Spluttering?
Engine go down.
That's your race engine though. I don't understand why that one won't be working. Oh, God. Okay, so Zach came off the last practice session because he said his engine was spluttering. We've literally just run back to the tent to try and work out what on earth is going wrong. And he did go and grab a spare engine just in case he needed one, but by process of elimination, we've literally just changed anything we can think of. So that includes, say, the coil, the ECU, the carb, the fuel pump, the battery. You name it, we've pretty much changed it to try and get it to work again. We were up against the clock because we had to get all of that done and get back down into the gate, or get down into the holding area, sorry, to get the tyres out of part firme and get them on before the gate opens at 10:26. Again, it just gives you a raised heart rate, stress levels through the roof. They don't show you this on TV. But yeah, we're in the holding area, we're getting the tyres on, we'll sort the pressures on the tyres and try and make sure that we're ready for the time qualifying, and just fingers crossed that engine doesn't have any more problems.
This just hasn't been our weekend, really. It's been an absolute nightmare. Engine issues, the practice engine weren't right, now we've got problems with his race engine. We're not too sure if it's our wiring loom, the electrics, we just don't know. Zach's doing his hardest, he's trying to drive, but he's never this slow. Never this slow. He's always like mid-pack or top 10. So, qualifying, done what we can. Let's just see what happens.
On top of all that, we're using different rims to what we had on the kart previously, and they sit on a different position on the axle. So on top of all the other changes we had to do, we needed to change the axle positioning for the rims. Thanks to Billy for helping us with that. And yeah, the other advice that we got in the tent, because Andy just didn't know what to change, to be honest with you. He was pretty much stumped. It's running the engine now. It does seem to sound a bit better than it did earlier today. We just got to put it out there and see if it works.
Feels like I'm in prison. That was a bit fraught. I'm sure Emma's just explained what we just had to do, but we've had engine issues all weekend. Again. So the first engine might have been alright. It might have been our coil pack, it might have been our ECU, we don't really know. So I've literally just swapped out an ECU, a coil pack, a carb, basically everything. We'll see how we get on. So we've got two choices. We leave the race engine on and I've tried and done what I can, or we swap it over to our practice engine because I've got another practice engine that we've managed to borrow.
Can you not get the old one back?
Well, we could get the old one back, but we can't test it. We're racing, so we are stuck with what we're stuck with. So we're either going to be alright or we're going to be shit.
We're currently at the back anyway.
We're at the back anyway, so we're here for fun and learning. Okay, so we are in the holding area, ready for time qualifying. It's absolutely manic in here because of Park Fermi tyres. You can see everybody. It literally is. Everyone's just putting all their tyres on. Everyone's getting a bit fraught. There's not a lot of room. Here's Zach doing what he normally does, just sitting there nice and chilled. There we go. So yeah, we're going to be Group B. I think we start, is it 16th, our position, but it's qualifying, we can go out anytime we want. So you'll find a lot of the drivers out there will sit there for a while, so they don't want people to follow their line. We normally just go straight out. We're near the back anyway, so not a great deal of difference for us. But yeah, it's just manic here, absolutely manic. There's so many karts. There's a grid of 34, I think, 35. It's just karts everywhere. Just hope we get a reasonable time and everyone comes home safe. So we've got the usual, the Group A are out there now. They're still sitting on the grid. We're stuck here, we can't get on the grid. They do it so they get their best time, people can't follow their laps, but I think it's selfish personally because we're all sitting bunched up and we can't do anything. So they're literally going to go out 2-3 minutes from the end to get their lap time, but we physically can't get on. See if I can show the how many people are here queuing. They are literally all queuing outside of the holding area, solely because people are sitting on the grid refusing to go because it's quali. So everyone's getting a bit frustrated. So these are all the juniors here. Seniors are currently out. So there's 68 karts sitting here in this bunch. You can see them all out. So they can't even get in to get their Park Fermi tyres to get them sorted. But UKC, you need to bring in the 30 seconds limit. If they're not out by 30 seconds, disqualify them. Because this is just carnage. Favourite word for these videos, carnage. Okay, Group A is going in now. About time. The others now, they've got to catch up and get their Park Fermis on because they've been stuck outside. I might jump in and give them a hand, possibly. There's Ralphie Branscombe over there. So a change of schedule. I think they're running behind. So we're stuck in here for another 10 minutes. See if I can get through and show the bit of the grid. So everyone's all ready. I can't actually go through because it's we're not part of that group. Here's the what I call the grid marshal, keeping everything under control. And there's our timing. I don't know if you can see it on our because the camera. There we go. So the gate closes in 2 minutes for this group. There we go. And yeah, there we go. There's the 2 minute warning sign. I hate hearing that. Is that chatting to Ralphie Branscombe there? British champ for Honda Cadets. Now moved up to juniors. We've raced with Ralphie for a while now. He's a great lad. You looking forward to it, Ralphie?
Yeah, 100%.
Give us a thumbs up. There we go. There's 100% from Ralphie there. As we wait through the traffic jams like the M25. Just waiting for the green light, so we're currently on the grid, ready to go. Everyone's lined up, all 34 of them. It's a big lot. Zach's down there, ready to go. He's nice and calm, he don't really care. It's actually quite nerve-wracking sitting there, waiting, the anticipation. Is he going to do well? Is he going to do bad? Are we going to have engine problems still? Is he going to come back safe? All these things go through your head. Even Stu Stretton's over there, right in the background on his phone. He's bored. Go on, my love.
Lewis Sumner just came fourth on our second
Okay, thanks for that. Sorry, Sam was just phoning me up saying that one of our drivers came full from the setup we've got currently, so fingers crossed for that. Okay, my love. Yeah, I think we're about to go green. Bye. We ain't going to come full. I reckon we'll be about 20, 25. I'd much rather be at the back than mid-pack, because mid-pack on the rolling start is horrendous, but it's all about points anyway, so. So, qualifying done. Came in second to last. So we didn't come last, which is good. Engine was much better, but Zach said the kart felt unstable. Probably where I tightened his rear bumper on the previous round to see if it made a difference, and the engine was playing up. Didn't get to test it, so we left it tightened, and it was a mistake. So he was behind quite a lot. He's never been that slow out there this weekend. But to be fair, I'd rather be in the B final than the A final because the top drivers are out there. We're never going to get there. At least in the B final, might have a chance to come in mid-pack. So that's qualifying done. Zach, how'd you find it?
It was alright.
It was alright. Bit more?
Nope. That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Just it was alright?
Yep.
Frustrated or you just don't care?
Don't care.
Race for fun?
Yep.
Absolutely. It's full of beans today, this one. So anyway, the reason you wondered why we're walking is because this is Whilton Mill and this is chip challenge time.
Chip challenge time!
So we've done more than last time. So we're heading up to the restaurant now. This weekend we've got Bella Froud with us. She won our sponsorship competition, so she's with us with her mum, basically watching us work, watching a race weekend. We're having a great time. So they're currently at the restaurant getting the chips for us, which is quite nice. So we're going to get loaded fries, because Wilson do the best loaded fries, and we're going to get a portion of standard chips. Sack marks, we might even get Bella to do a guest marking. So let's get up to the restaurant. It's one of the best restaurants we have out here in the karting world. It's absolutely lovely. It's the Bistro and Bar. Let's go up. So it's up here. Come, Zach, keep up.
I'm keeping up.
It's like qualifying all over again. You're at the back.
If I was to get any closer to you, I'd trip you up.
There we go. You can see it's absolutely beautiful. And there's. Are you in? There we go, sort of in, sort of working. There we are, you're in now. Gotcha! Right, so this is chip challenge. So Bella and Natalie have ordered the chips. I assume we're waiting for loaded fries and standard fries.
Yep.
So the rules are Zach does the marking, but we're going to ask Bella to do a guest marking for this. So Walden was 1 out of 10, because they didn't even sell chips. It was some sort of garlic potatoes thing. I've got high hopes for Wilton, so let's wait for him to get here and let's find out. Zach, what about you? High hopes?
Yeah.
You are just full of beans today. Is it because you're at the back?
No.
Obviously got the wrong side of bed. There is the loaded fries. They are the best looking things ever. There's the fries. So, Zach, presentation wise, out of 10?
3.
3 for presentation, is that because it's in the thing? Right, go for it. That's a good nod.
8.
8 out of 10. So we go. They need more salt. They need more vinegar. I bet they are good chips. Well done, Whilton Mill. There we go. You can't actually see what I'm doing here. There we go. Right. So mix the stuff on there. Let's give this a go. Oh my god. That is 10 out of 10. Well done, Wilton.
The loaded fries are really good. I think they're an 8.
An 8 for loaded fries. And what about the normal chips?
No, they're just like, they're 6. They're just normal fries.
6. Okay, Wilton, you're in the lead. Well done. So that's the chip challenge complete. So it's back to racing. So we're waiting for Alpha Live to be updated so we know where we're starting, because the juniors got such a big grid. They're going to break them into 4 groups, I think it is. Well, it might be 3 groups. Not too sure. I always confused. This is what Emma's here for. She does all the organising around when I'm on and when I'm off, because I'm dyslexic. I really struggle with numbers and those sort of things. It's quite funny when I'm actually trying to put Zach on the grid. They will tell me where he starts on the grid. Within 2 seconds, I've forgotten it, so I have to keep asking the grid marshals where we are. So I normally write it on my hand, or bug the grid marshals to ask them where we're going to be going, because I just forget. So let's get back to the awning. Let's check out the car, check my nuts and bolts are all tight, and see what happens in the first heat.
Yeah, despite all of our changes, unfortunately, we've had a lot of engine issues this weekend. We just seem to be at the back all the time. But there's only one place you can go from the back, and that's up. Zach's starting 32 out of 34, so he could go down a couple of places, but with any luck he might go up. Well, at least it's warming up. It's still a bit breezy, and that wind is a bit chilly, but at least it's warmed up a little bit and the sun's coming. I have to say, this round does make me pretty nervous and anxious. Such a big grid. Doesn't seem to faze Zach whatsoever. It seems to faze me more than anybody, and so my stomach just churns. I just get really nervous. But one thing about him being at the back for the first heat is hopefully he's going to keep out of trouble when they do the start, so he's not going to be amongst the masses as they hit that first corner. Hopeful for a positive afternoon. That's all we can ask for. As I said earlier, we've got Bella and her mum Natalie with us today. So Bella was our sponsorship winner this year. So they've come down to see what it's like for a championship round, kind of on a national level. They're kind of in awe of the size of the track, of all the different race tents and what they normally see on TV. Obviously they're seeing for real for themselves. We were talking about how getting involved in karting, it kind of evolved from what seems like a hobby through to essentially a lifestyle. So for us, this is our lifestyle as a family. Everyone's got to be 100% committed to this, because it takes up your weekends, it takes up time from work, because so for us, we've got to drive on a Thursday to get to the track, and then we have the Friday practice, and sometimes we have to drive home on the Monday as well, depending on where the tracks are, particularly if they're sort of really sort of north of the country. So for us, say GYG, Rowra, Larkhall, when we've been there, it takes a good 6, 7, 8 hours of travelling just to get to track. So we have to do the travelling on extra days off. So yeah, our family are getting used to the fact that any free weekends they got to work around the racing calendar, see when we're free. Our friends are getting used to this too. Because yeah, it literally just takes over your whole life and it affects the whole family. But it does mean that we do have a huge amount of support from our friends and family. They're all on a WhatsApp chat. They all keep up to date with what we're doing. They all sit there on race days watching the alpha timing, or if it's live stream, sort of shouting and cheering at the TV. That support is hugely appreciated by all of us. I know Zach really appreciates it too. So this is just a shout out for all our friends and family out there. Thank you so much for everything you do to support us. It really, really is appreciated. I'm sure you're going to be watching this weekend, and I'm sorry that maybe Zach's not doing quite as well as we hoped he would do. But yeah, we'll be cheering him on from the sidelines regardless, even if he comes in at the back. Okay, so we're all sat here currently, constantly refreshing alpha timing, because apparently the groups were wrong and the lists are going to be revised and reissued. So we're all sat here, literally, just waiting. We've got a whole gaggle of X-Kart people here. I'm going to try and see if I can spin. So we got Zach sat here, Andy. Got loads of people sat here. Oh, something's been posted. Right, okay, let's refresh. What have we got? Okay, so what grid's Zach in? Where's Zach come on? The WhatsApp group or on Alpha?
Second run 16. What a great spot that is. 2:20, we've got 20 minutes. No, we got 18 minutes.
Race start time 2:20 with the gate closing at 2:18. So got to head on down now. Here's the final revised order for Group ABB. So we got Zach on row 16 in position 32. There's only 34 on the grid, so he can only go down 2 or up. Let's hope he goes up and he has a better run. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's Ralphie off. Come on, Ralphie, get back on. Go, Ralphie. Where's Zach? Zach's still right at the back. Come on, Zach. Easy round that corner. Come on, Zach. Oh, flipping it. God, I'm so nervous. My stomach's flipping turning again. 246, way out front. Come on, Ryan. Oh, Zach. Oh no, Zach has gone wide. He's just let a load of them through. No, he's just let a load of them through. I know, I was just saying my stomach is churning. I feel sick. All the places he made up, he's just lost. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes to go. Zach is currently sitting at 29. Andy's happy with Zach's position. He's at the back, he's out of trouble. He's quite happy with him staying exactly where he is. So some lads at the back have just pushed Zach wide. He's just gone right down to the very back. He's right at the very back. They must have pushed him wide on the corner, knocked him right out. Okay, so Zach, bless him, he's at the back. However, he has just pulled his best lap time of 47.26 on this round. He's faster than the car in front of him. But that's the end, so yeah, he's coming at 31st. However, there is a lad who's got at least 5 track limit warnings, so that's definitely going to be a penalty. We'll see if anyone else has got penalties and whether that reorders things, but so Zach is right at the back, bless him. Come in, 31st out of 33.
It's wheels off. Zach said he done really, really well. His kart felt good, although he couldn't get out of the boots. So I've got to change his rear sprocket. Yeah. So wheels come off, go back in park firmly. We drop his sprocket, I think, just by 1, see if we can get him out of that boot a bit more. But he said he was loaded up on the boot by a driver. We could probably claim an unfair advantage, but we're at the back anyway, and Zach says he just doesn't need to cause the aggro, so we won't call it unless we get calls to stewards without us reporting it. If that happens, then obviously we might be moved up. There's quite a few penalties out there for track limits. There's a number of drop bumpers, so we might go up a couple of spaces, but that wasn't the best of our races we've ever had. But Zach drove safely, he drove fairly. And as we say, most importantly, he came back in one piece, which is really, really good. And then the rear hubs. Are we last out? Oh no, there's still a few up there. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Cheers, buddy. There you go. Heat 1 done. Zach done really well coming on the rolling start. He made up, I think, 5, 6 spaces. He didn't quite have the power of the other engines out there. Some of those engines are just phenomenal. He drove hard. The space he did make up, he lost because he got side podded on the boot. As I said, if he gets picked up by the kangaroo court, then we go and we'll accept it. But it wasn't us, so we might be pushed up. If it doesn't get picked up, we're not going to race it because some things aren't worth fighting for. If we was like top 5, top 10, we probably would do. But being at the back, there's no point. It just rolls people and puts people's back up, and you hope they repay the favour in the future, hopefully. So let's look forward to heat 2.
Okay, here we are, last race of the day. We've got our second heat. We're in Group B versus C, I think it is. The last round, I've literally just come in. Zach's on the grid waiting to go. He's starting at the back. Let's see how he gets on in his final heat of the day. I don't know if you're able to see that, but yeah, he's starting in position 32 of 34 on this final round. Okay, so they're all starting to slow right down and get into their formation. That gives plenty of time for the drivers at the back to catch up, so they can bunch up nice for the start. Okay, so Zach's just gone ahead of 3 karts there. That was good going. Zach is currently showing in 29th position. Miles Burton in front of him and Ralphie in front of Miles. Right, another one off, that's car 18, he's out. Hassan Khan was in Inter last year, he did extremely well last year. So it's a shame that he's come out. We've just had Blair Smith literally run round on his own, way behind the rest of the pack, so he's come off at some point as well. So Zach's currently up into 28. Okay, how are we doing? Zach's up into 27th. Just got his best lap time of 48.29 on his third lap. Oh, he's having to bounce, so he's obviously not coming out of the corners very well. He's having to bounce in his seat. Oh, fuck! Wax off. What, can you get back on? Is he okay? Can't tell if his cart's alright, damaged. I was worried I couldn't see it, but there's a massive gap between him and the other cars now because they came off. God, flipping daylights out of me when I can't see him coming around that corner because you just don't know where on earth he is and what's happened. Right on the back of kart 72 now. Oh, yeah, he's going for an overtake, hasn't quite got it. Yeah, he's losing the power out of that bottom bend out of the boot. Back again. Oh, right, no, he's just on that car. He's chasing up Christmas corner. Okay, we've got 2 laps left to go. So although it seems Zach's at the back, maybe not doing so well, we've got to remember he's only been in this kart for 2 weeks. It's literally his second round that he's ever done in it. You've got to give him credit for that. This weekend has been so fierce. Really aggressive driving, just bouncing around all over the flipping place. He's definitely done something. I don't know if he's knackered his axle. His tracking's definitely going to be out. Okay, and race ends. He's finished 28th. There's bound to be some penalties as well coming in on that round. He may well end up sort of gaining a position or two. There's a lot of drop bumpers coming in. Bless him. You can hear him coming before you see him. Wow, Zach, you did a bit of a jump over on that grass earlier. Got a bit of air time. Zach's wondering whether he's going to get a 5-second penalty because his bumper might be pushed in. Don't know whether they caught that or not. I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's 5 seconds. Day 2 done. It's been a frustrating day. You've probably heard Emma talking as I've been on the mechanics. We've had engine problems. Just for quality, I strip out all the electrics, new coil pack, new carb, new fuel pump, new ECU, changed the battery. That got us running again. Heat 1, we done all right. We made up his spaces, but he got side podded on the boot and lost his pace, and a few people came through. So, but we didn't come last. We made up a few spaces. And Heat 2, we done okay. He made up a few spaces as well, but we got dropped again. But it's the first drop this weekend, so it's all right. So we got 5. I haven't even looked at our time yet to see where we came. Tomorrow we've got a couple of heats and then quali. Sorry, couple of heats then final, not quali. Quali was today. I'm tired. So hope you've enjoyed the day's video. As you know, we post these videos day 1, day 2, day 3, so you don't get too bored of our voices. To give you a bit of an insight of what a national championship's really like, and the emotions and what we go through, what Zach goes through, and what some of the other parents go through when we capture them as well. Subscribe, like, comment, however you want to do it. If not, watch the next video. We'll see you on the 3rd one. Thank you.